The purpose of this video is to make a table of numbers to find out what x squared would look like. The question in front of us is which visual pattern below matches the correct algebraic expression. X squared, is it represented by the visual pattern A or the visual pattern B? So the way to do this is to draw a table of numbers. If we have input 1, we have 1 squared, which equals 1. If we put 2 into x squared, that would be 2 squared. The output would be 4. 3 squared, the output would be 9. 4 squared would be 16. If we go up to our question, we don't know if they're circles or squares or tiles, whatever they are, but the basic growth pattern would be 1 thing, 1, 4, and 9. That's enough to 1, 4, and 9. Okay, so if we look at the pattern A, that's 1, 3 squares, and 5 squares. So that's not it. We have 1, 4, and 9. It must be B. 1 square, 4 squares, 9 squares. Okay, so x squared, it's a growing pattern that looks like this. The answer is B. How do we see the pattern growing? If we look over here at A, this pattern grows by, how do you get from 1 to 3? You add 2. How do you get from 3 to 5? Again, you add 2. If this pattern grew, it would be, add 1 to each of the two ends. So again, that would be plus 2. Okay, so this pattern would just keep growing. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. X squared has an exponential, so the growth pattern is a little bit different. It might be easier to see down here. 1, how do you get from 1 to 3? It's plus 3. How do you get from 4 to 7? It is plus 5. How do you get from 9 to 16? It is plus 7. Okay, so then we can know by this that if you inputted 5 squared is 25. We could also know plus 3, plus 5, plus 7. The next one would be plus 9. So to get to the, input of 5, (16) plus 9 is 25. Or 5 squared is 25. So of course it's a lot easier just to go to, sometimes it's a lot easier just to actually plug in the figure, and especially if it's part of a larger equation, a larger expression. So yeah, so that's how you draw out a table of numbers.